Alright, Primal episode 3 has come out, Cold Death. And this one is basically about Thea and... I get their names messed up all the time. Spear and Fang looking for a mammoth in the cold tundra. So let's get right into it. The good. Sound like a broken record here, but once again, the art style, animation, and action didn't fail to be amazing at all. They were all so well executed, like usual. I liked the change of setting for this episode to the snowy tundra instead of a jungle. I'm not sure if it's just like winter and time has passed, or if it's just a different area. I think it's a different area. I love how they're mixing different types of animals like mammoths and dinosaurs together and fighting. It's like playing with my toys as a kid, or as a sad, depressed adult. Except there's way more action and way more blood and violence. I liked how Spear and Fang aren't perfect as a team yet. They still screw up time to time, and act selfishly, especially Fang. She doesn't drag the thing even though she's much bigger. I really loved the continuing theme of dealing with death and mourning. Spear and Fang are obviously supporting each other, slowly of course, and discovering how other species do the same in their own way, like the mammoths at this episode. And now they had the little funeral ritual for the one that died with the tusk, which was very interesting. I wasn't sure if it was intentional at first, I mentioned last time, but I'm sure it is now, that animals change size drastically, and it's a way to make them look more intimidating and more powerful. And it was very obvious that the mammoths were massive compared to Spear when he was running beneath their legs, and Fang, and they were the same height at that time, plus she was a bit taller. So they were huge in comparison. Now let's hop into the bad, and there is really not much to say. Once again, the series has been so good so far. Now, my only minor complaint would be that the herd of mammoths were like real pissed off when they found that their friend died, and they were going mental on Spear and Fang. But they didn't really seem to care when it fell behind at the beginning of the episode and got lost. So it doesn't really mix well. That felt a bit off, but that was my only real complaint for the entire episode. And let's get to the miscellaneous. That scene where Fang lost Spear in the blizzard was so cool, no pun intended. I genuinely felt lost in the snow for a second. Like some shots of the spear coming at a completely different angle you weren't expecting, so it makes you feel lost, and it's just all white. It's pretty neat. It was excellently done. I also really liked how there were those little blue Arctic saber-tooth wolves feeding on that dead mammoth. I'm glad we get to see some original animals here and there, aside from the focus of the episode, which was the mammoth this time. And I loved how they showed Spear's human side. And a flashback to him teaching his son to hunt, and he's respectful and thankful to nature, which they paralleled with something really cool I noticed. So when he's fighting those moose deer things, he jumps down from the trees, and he does that exact same attack when he hits the mammoth. And so is Fang kind of substituting for his child there? I'm not too sure, or it might just be that they're working together better as a team and drawing parallels to the mammoth. That's why it reminded him of his child, because it was very similar hunting. But yeah, it's very interesting. I'm excited to see where we go for the last episode. I think next episode is the giant bats, and then we're at the finale. So yeah, I'm very eager to see what's going to happen. But yeah, that's about it for this episode. It's short, but hey, I'm just trying to get these episodes out daily so I can talk about them. And yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I will see you on the next one.